what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com. So anyway, I thought I'd answer a question here on when you consider yourself a successful software developer. This is a good one, right? Before I do want to take a second to thank Hired.com, who has sponsored Simple Programmer. I'm pretty excited because they're a pretty awesome company. I've been following them for a while and talking with them and stuff, and I really like the way that they change things around. It's a pretty unique model for hiring. If you haven't checked it out already, go to Hired.com/Simple Programmer and check it out. They basically flip things around, and so like instead of you applying for all these jobs and not knowing, negotiating and then getting the salary range afterwards, it's like all up front and it's flipped around, so employers actually compete for you and you just fill out kind of a short application. So I like that process. I think it's good. Let me know if you guys have gone through this and what your feedback is. But if you go through that link, you can get $2,000 when you get your job through Hired.com. So I think it's a win-win for everyone. That's why I'm happy to promote them. I don't promote very many people on simpleprogrammer.com because I don't like some of the motives and I don't agree with a lot of things. I'm a difficult guy, right? I got a lot of opinions and stuff. So anyway, Hired.com and me, we get along. So anyway, let's get to the question here. So this question, I don't have the name. He says, "Hey John, I recently got to your Twitter page, your YouTube page, and sp.com, or simpleprogrammer.com, and absolutely love your content. Thank you so much. Question I have for you is, when would one consider themselves a successful software developer? That is, if you had achieved what is it that you have had achieved to consider yourself successful as a developer? Do you consider yourself a successful developer? If you've made a video about this or written a blog, will you please send me the link? Thank you looking forward to your response, and thank you very much for your content." I don't know why I can't read today, but okay, so let's talk about, when do you consider yourself a successful software developer, and what do I consider myself a successful software developer? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I consider myself a successful software developer. Why? Because when I was initially started out in this field, my goal, I wanted to, I thought it was so impossible. It seemed so impossible to create an application or create a game by yourself. How do you make windows and buttons and all of this stuff and connect with a database? And it just seems so complicated, and it's so hard. If someday I could just have the ability, know that I could write a program, a complete application or a complete game, then I would feel good, like I've accomplished what my goal was. And I hit that a long time ago. And I've since created applications fully by myself, even released them to the App Store, and I've created games, and I've taught other people how to create games, and I've taught other people how to become programmers and improve their lives and improve their careers. And so to me, that's success. And so the reason why I'm starting with that answer is because, what is success to you? Right? You got to know what success is to define it. And the thing about success is, if you're on the right path, you're already there. And what I mean by that is, success is not something that you're going to ever attain, but if you're on the right path, you've already attained it. Sounds a little weird. What are you talking about, John? What I'm talking about is that success is a mindset. It's something that when you're achieving success, what your definition. It's what you're meant to be. It's not some level, right? If you say, oh well, if I can do X or do Y, or I'm better than so many people, it's so arbitrary, right? That can change, and you can't control those things. But if you measure success in terms of, something that you wanted to be able to do, some capability, something that you wanted to become in life, I think that's better. And sometimes you just got to think about, why are you even concerned with, being a successful software developer? When someone says, am I a successful software developer? When they ask themselves that question, I think it's to compare to someone else. So you could say, you don't have to prove anything to anyone, right? What makes you happy? What makes you feel fulfilled as a person, as a programmer? That's what's important. It's not important how you look, or if you can claim to be a successful software developer, right? It's going to be different levels for different people. So I wouldn't get too caught up in this, right? I don't think that this is something that you need to pursue. Success, I'm all for success. I want to make you more successful. I want to be more successful. I want to help people be more successful. But to me, success equals growth. So if you're on a path to growth, you are successful. And that's why I said at the beginning of this video, or middle maybe, that success, if you're on the right path, you already have success, right? Even though you're never going to ultimately reach success, right? It's more of a mindset. It's the mindset of success. It's the mindset of personal growth. And if you're growing, if you're learning, if you're progressing, right? Then as long as you're on that path, you're going to keep on going up. And if you keep on going up, well, then wherever you define success to be, you're going to hit that, right? Because you don't want it to be a point, like you don't want to say, well, when I hit this point, I'm success. I am success now, and now I am success, and now I'm done. And now what, right? Because a lot of people do this, and I've made this mistake before. I've set goals, and I've said, okay, well, when you hit this goal, you're success. You're successful. And then you hit it, and then you're like, oh crap, what now? Where is my identity now? Oh man, I'm feeling depressed. Why? Because I was aiming at an arbitrary thing, and I realized that my potential is greater than that. So you have to realize that your potential is huge. You're never going to maximize your potential, but if you're on the path to doing so in multiple areas of your life, not just in your software development field, but the things that are important to you, that's where you're putting your focus, right? So if it's software development, if it's becoming a better programmer, if it's making apps, whatever it is, if you're growing in that direction and you're making progress and you're seeing growth and you're on that path, that's success, right? It's not some point along the way, so it's some goal that you're going to hit. It's a trajectory, right? So aim for the trajectory. That's it, right? You could be just starting and be successful, right? Because you're on that trajectory and you're heading in that direction that you want to go. As long as you're going the direction you're going, that's the key. At least that's it for me. And and like I said, I've been down this road before. I've been down the wrong road. I've defined success by my goals, and I've hit my goals and I've been depressed, and I didn't know why. But now I don't view things that way now. Now I'm like, okay, everything, even the bad shit that happens to me now is good. Why? Because it's all a growth experience. I'm like, man, okay, well, that didn't work. Or, whoa, hey, ooh, what would you do, buddy, there? That was a lack of impulse control. How could we put some safeguards in place? What did you learn from this experience? How did you grow from this? Not judging, not hating myself, but hey, I'm growing, right? And so that's it. If you want to be on success, it's not a destination. It's not comparing yourself to others. It's a trajectory. So get on the trajectory to success. So anyway, good question. Hope you have a wonderful day, all of you out there. If you'd like to support the channel real quick, check out the Patreon page. There's a lot of cool stuff there. You can join the community, all of that stuff. You can check it out. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.